morning. This morning, welcome to CHRICED Radio and Television, where your matter now we own. Morning Wakayans with Princess Don't Show, and on top this 9 o'clock hour, we go quickly rush you into Inside Naija. This now that program we will first bring to you the things then we did for inside the front pages of the newspaper. After which we enter the part 2 of the show, where Sabi person go sit down studio to help us pieces the big yarnings them inside the news. Like for instance, yesterday, not be small thing for along that Abuja to Kaduna road where train been take go tumble and 1 or 2 persons wunjure. Torchlight men don't they go on about it. That now something we'll go to talk later inside the show. And people now don't begin to yarn different color of their belly. On top that's one way People's Democratic Party PDP being carry their own presidential ticket for 2027 zone am to south, saying now only people from south now go feel drag for the ticket. All this and plenty more now will carry give you inside the big tories them after the front pages of the newspapers. No go anywhere, because coming to you next now the front page of newspapers inside Naija.
Hello, my country people of Naija. It don't take small where I say you. Maybe now one of the reasons why rumors in the spread say Kebobo don't leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news. Because I never get tired and I know they retire. I just change gears more and make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don't listen to me and that voice they sweet you, the analysis they tutorial you. Now you go to watch me live on top CHRICED Radio and Television, where we go to break that news analysis well for you. On top of newspaper radio, big story where they happen. Inside program what we call Inside Naija. You go join our well because we go break up for you, you go reason with us, and you go understand the grammar well. What you need to do now to follow us on top www.cricedradiotv.com, or you can follow us on top all our social media platforms. My name is Olawale Omaniyi. On top CHRICED Radio and Television, your matter now we own.
True, and without a waste time, sharp, make we jump enter the newspapers this morning. To take start up the waka, the Punch newspaper blow out, and it start with to tell us, say, on 2027 presidential elections, PDP ticket zoning to the south don't cause division inside the north. As said the party, people then way from north, we get mountain levels inside, don't begin say next week now they go sit down, relook the matter. Move fit to favor Oga Tinubu to win election again. Now waiting Ariwa youths, they won't be that. And still, under that tori zoning, they fair to south. Now waiting the middle belt, John Body they talk be that. US court don't put for prison that Osun traditional ruler on top $4.2 million COVID-19 fraud. 239 first-class lecturers now don't resign come up from Unilag on top say the pay no make sense. Now before VC now in the yarn this one. ASUU, we no go agree what they do. Now so it take cover plenty campuses all over the country as they ready to take sit down, do yarnings with Ogbonge government. On top their allocation, where they not share give them. Osun State now don't drag Ogbonge government enter Supreme Court. May therefore take know how they go finish the matter for that side. Still torchlight now don't start as Abuja to Kaduna train being get one small accident where it won't just 6 people. All this and plenty more now you go see inside the Punch newspaper of today. closely following this morning. Now, the Guardian newspaper and inside the Guardian, more than 5,000 cargoes that now load inside ports. Now, don't hang. Sake of 2 trillion naira demurrage losses. What thing that they talk about, you go need to enter inside the paper by yourself, make you foresee the full gist. ASUU don't they threaten they will do strike all over the country on top say all waiting that they ask for, they never carry and give them. Court say final made them forfeit swan before military officer 5 billion naira shares give Ogbonge government. And on the issue of insecurity, Oga President Tinubu don't say in go bring out a revised national counter-terrorism strategy. Waiting with this strategy, we're going to need to all wait, meditate for show face. Posers on top security contract maintenance after 188 train don't derail inside 6 years. Men will carry gun, kidnap a pastor, worshipper, and then a couple inside Kogi and then Katsina State. On River State local government elections, police don't they swear, say they will do tough time for any cultists or troublemakers who try to cause wahala there. People where they use light don't begin the para now. They worry on top the increase inside the money for light. Meanwhile, the lights no they steady. Osun State don't drag Ogbonge government enter Supreme Court on top their local government money where government no agree release to them. And still Pencom, where we join body of pension now, don't begin now, they think that they discuss on top some new pension investment rules, and they don't recover 4.57 billion naira from 138 employers them, when no they pay pension. And then patients, caregivers, they cry, they in pain, as this issue of no light don't cause Yaba Psychiatric Hospital today inside darkness. The Guardian, and I carry this story and plenty more. The Vanguard can start by to say, on the issue of presidency, the northern people now say they are not happy. They don't support the idea of PDP zoning their ticket to the south. And that tori no stand alone. It carry plenty small ones them where it carry follow body. Oga President Tinubu don't put 6 months ban on export of raw shea nuts. This way they do shea butter ori, the nuts to export and raw. Oga President say for 6 months, nothing like that can happen. And then ASUU, the protests, what did they do? We no go agree. Don't scatter school work on different campuses all over the country. Osun State don't drag Ogbonge government go Supreme Court on top their local government money where government no agree give to them. Come and see as passengers they run kitty kata as Abuja to Kano train just come out from the railway where supposed they follow. Benue State House of Assembly don't suspend their before speaker on top the impeachment move against Governor Hyacinth Alia. And third mainland bridge accident, different kind of things them. LASMA, police, FRSC, all of them they talk different mind on the matter. Ribadu don't hand over 128 kidnapped victims where they rescue back to their families. And Nigeria don't record 46% reduction inside variant polio virus cases. NPHCDA now drop this sweet to read them. And moving into the nation, for the nation, oil giant Petrobras don't the return say now one of the big gain where this Tinubu to Brazil visit don't carry come give us. Air peace clearance for Lagos to Sao Paulo direct flight. They make Oga Presido very happy. Minister don't start talks with ASUU as university lecturers don't do warning, we no go agree protest them. And before speaker to all those matter of election, say Nigerians then Soho, they don't elect as the vice president of the World Ports join body them. PDP regret to bring Atiku out as their candidate in 2023. Now waiting Abba Moro, they yan be that. And still Oyebanji, they don't say nobody fit to take put Ekiti against Tinubu as governor. 2 others don't already pick their forms. Enter for Inside the Nation, you go see them. Even as NSA don't reunite 128 rescued victims back with their family. And for the Abuja to Kaduna train where he move come up from the railway track, Tinubu don't promise say he go find support, give them. RHI, that na Renewed Hope Initiative, don't lift 500 Zamfara women from some issue of poverty. So lawmakers go visit Olubadan designate. All of this and more inside the Nation newspaper of this morning. Moving to the Daily Sun. Inside the Daily Sun, we go wipe out terrorists, bandits, others too. Now waiting NSA, they yarn be that as they hand over warrant 28 rescued Zamfara victims back to their families. And on the issue of kidnapping, Daily Sun do one report and they say 2.56 billion naira. Now they don't pay as ransom in 1 year. And Tinubu say in October, he go bring out the revised national counter-terrorism strategy. And on withhold the local government money of Osun State where they hold, the state government now don't drag Ogbonge government to Supreme Court and they challenge the transfer of case to Abuja. Still for inside the Daily Sun newspaper, Ogbonge government now don't begin to shine their torchlight to check out what really happened for that Abuja to Kaduna train where divert come up from railway, and they don't suspend any operation along that railway for now. Bandits, they show themselves anyhow for inside Katsina as they kill security people, can't even kidnap one couple inside Basbos we then do for early momo. Again, Governor Mba don't call say abeg, make them release Nnamdi Kanu. Finally, ASUU members don't vote, say they should do strike without to know when it will end, as protests they continue all over the country. Still, just check out all of this and plenty more inside the Daily Sun newspaper of today. Now, as we don't ready for Inside Nigerian Tribune, will be the next paper this morning. ASUU say patience with Ogbonge government don't they end. They cannot have patience with government again, as they do we no go agree all over different campuses them. They threaten total strike after they finish talk on August 28th with government. Courts order 6 banks to carry the account details we get to do with Showore give to IGP. While another court can order say may they forfeit 5 billion naira in shares of one before Army General to Ogbonge government. Osun don't drag Ogbonge government to Supreme Court on top their local government allocations where they no carry give them, and they challenge the transfer of local government funds case come to Abuja. 7 people now wunjo as Abuja to Kaduna train come off from the track. You go see waiting Oga Shehu Sani and other people them till they react for the matter. Oyo, they partner with company to develop Oluyole Free Trade Zone. They said the zone go ginger economy. It go create 5,000 direct work inside 24 months. Awujale tool. Osun State government don't bring out an 11-member administrative body inside Ijebu-Ode. And NSA don't hand over 128 rescued Zamfara kidnapped victims to their families. Come promise, say all these bandits them go make sure say them find them. And for the health report where Nigerian Tribune do this morning, they say things that will get sugar drinks where they sugary say they increase the risk of to lose hair. Now waiting scientists they won't be that. Check out the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, make you foresee all of this morning. As we don't ready to pack our kaya from the front pages of newspapers, then make we give you a little bit of sports. As inside sports today, Forest Fito and Dennis deal. Uche don't set for medical inside the Wolves club. Osimhen, they face serious para on top the way we take talk some kind thing. What's happen again? Enter for inside the Point Sports Extra. Make you for Siam. Ajibade, they hail Okocha, Echegini after PSG move. Aruna retain African top spots inside the IITF rankings. United never ready for Europe. Now waiting Amorim, they yan be that. Madrid legend don't tell their club say may they sell Vinicius. Chelsea submit late 50 million euros bid for Lopez. Isak still wants Liverpool move. Coach don't want Itoma over Usyk fight. The Tigress star Kalu don't join Chinese club. And finally, for the front page of the Point Sports Extra this morning, medical curse. See Nigerian players where their transfer no work sake of say them fail fitness test. Enter for inside the Point Sports Extra, make you foresee all of this story and plenty more. And this now where we take close mouth on top the front pages of newspapers for today. Do yourself a favor, try make you get at least one of these papers, read the full gist, know what's in they happen so that your own no go lost. Till we come your way again, same station, same time, and other pages of newspapers to still tell you about tomorrow. Continue to enjoy yourself. Have a wonderful day. But not go anywhere, because immediately we come back, we jump into the big stories inside the news today.
Hello, my country people of Naija. It don't take small when I say you. Maybe now one of the reasons why rumors in the spread say Kebobo don't leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news, because I never get tired and I know they retire. I just change gears small and make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don't listen to me and that voice they sweet you, the analysis they tori you. Now you go to watch me live on top CHRICED radio and television, where we go to break that news analysis well for you. On top of newspaper radio, big story where they happen. Inside program what we call Inside Naija. You go enjoy our well, because we go break down for you, we go reason with us, and you go understand the grammar well. What you need to do now to follow us on top www.cricedradiotv.com, or you can follow us on top all our social media platforms. My name is Kolawole Omoneye. On top CHRICED radio and television, your matter, now we own.
On top CHRICED radio and television, where your matter now we own. My name now Princess Anyana. I hope say you did with us live right now on top our YouTube, on top our Facebook, for our social media handle will be at CHRICED Radio TV. Also our website now www.cricedradiotv.com. Follow us on top all of our social media platforms. If you check our screen, you will see our address. Just stand there, they wait for you. All you guys to do now, just enter there, subscribe to our pages, like our pages, drop your contributions for everything we would do, and your no go loss. Now, coming back inside the studio, a lot of things happened just between yesterday and today, from the reactions to PDP, we zone their presidential ticket for 2027 to the south of the country and how people now they talk about them. So the issue of the train, people will just enter train so that they travel from Abuja to Kaduna, and time after train move, the next thing the train diverts, the team fall, some people wunjure. Anyway, investigation they go on about it right now. Then to the part of say Osun State government don't finally say they no go just say don't look anymore, that they drag Ogbonge government courts on top that their local government funds where they never released to them. And still, university teachers them ASUU don't look say, hey, we they talk, nothing. They decide to do what they call warning protest yesterday for different campuses. So Ogbonge government go follow them talk. This and many more. Now the big tourists them who will take shook mouth inside for the show today. And I get Kolawole Omoniyi, who will take follow us do this work. Kolawole, good morning.
Good morning, Princess.
Happy Wednesday to you.
Same to you, my sister.
All right. So make we start the talk this morning with the train incidents where happened. Abuja to Kaduna. People feel say, you know, when they say that they do kidnapping for along that road, say some insecurity, they worry that road. So they come and say, as train comes, so too. You know, they as costly as aeroplane. And they feel it is safer. They begin to use it. But not be the first and not be the second time. If there was a time there was even terrorist attack on a train, still along that way. And then yesterday, just like that, aeroplane, the train fall. Some people say, I think the NSIB say 6 people injured, they don't treat them. NEMA say na 7 people injured, they don't treat them. But investigation is ongoing to know what really caused them. As at right now, when me and you, they talk. they still never know wetin cause the train to derail. What do you have to say about it?
Yeah, the story where being come out, we say, then we they talk, say, okay, be like say the funders don't already go do their work for that area too. We go need to wait for the investigation anyway to know how they want to conclude on that. But mainly, I think the attention they more on how they be they vandalize most of our trade tracks.
Railway.
You understand, across the nation. And if that's not the case, they've been they blame it, say, okay, negligence even cause harm.
Yes,
Some
sure,
people for
sir.
don't touch light to know whether the road they clear before them be start that journey. We thank God say, they deadly. But now one of those things we've been they talk about regarding the vandalism, if that will be the final answer, or maybe then go say then discover anyway, because we've been the year say be like say part of the trade track it been shift, it been commodity, you understand? And at a point, I remember, I think January this year, Minister of FCT been talks, made them shut down most of these companies where then they sell iron in Abuja, including that of Day, you understand? And many other locations like that where we know about because of this situation of vandalism and selling of government properties. I think they need to do more about this kind of situation. If government they struggle to put some infrastructure in place, and in return somebody just they plan everything. Okay, this thing where then they put, let me give them 1 or 2 weeks. I will go there, go scatter everything, and go sell them. To make sense. And they always talk say Nigerians they like to learn by examples. Then they like to learn by okay, this thing don't already happen to somebody. I hope say no go happen to me if I do this kind of a situation. But when there's no consequence, it go they happen almost every time. Many of us street lights where we get right now in FCT, then they vandalize them. Many of our government infrastructure, then they vandalize them. Now, if you want to talk about this one, some people may say, okay, can we make sure that we install some cameras to monitor some of these activities? And you know what it means? If you have to install camera, you need lightning in the entire track. And you can't be wiser than person where they pursue you. You understand? Because you know, say somebody they pursue you. So it means, okay, they need to intensify more effort because even the camera itself, they can even colobate the camera.
Bam.
Because how many of those locations they want to mount security and for how long? Running shift, you know what it means. So they've been catching these people. What are they doing with them? You understand? What are they doing with them? Are they still releasing them to the public again for them to go and vandalize? So we need to work on this for us to get it right, because if people feel like, okay, that particular means of transportation is still safe a bit, and they are making use of it with this today accident, tomorrow kidnapper, and what have you, it could be a serious problem. I remember when they wanted to do the kidnapping to that time, they mount something for road before they were able to to stop. You understand?
Yeah, because they say train most times.
So
now one time,
yes,
they go, they stop.
They have to factor this into the activities too, because if we are saying, okay, the Nigerian roads no they safe, many Nigerians cannot afford to fly, and you are still making use of that opportunity too, and we are now having this kind of a situation, to make sense. And then we shut down some of those companies that time in January.
That is still shut down.
They don't fix them now. They don't say make them continue with their operations. They go warn them, then go do all this. But say Nigeria, we lack follow-up on most of our activities. And if that one no day there too, it's a matter of time then go relax, and they will still abort some of those guys. Because the company, the way then they do their operations, the company no go engage those guys directly. If you check most of those companies, you see what activities that play around is that you get your small iron, you get your own, you compile it together, you now sell it to a vendor that can afford a truck. You understand? They'll be piling it together, they put everything inside the truck. It's the truck that the company will receive and go and weigh and pay. So with this process now, it will be very hard for you to be climbing down on the company without doing more of torchlightment on top of people where they buy directly from those guys before they pack everything together. At that point, when they pack them together, you don't even know what is what. You just want to wait. What is the quantity? At that point, the quantity is what you pay for. It is in the course of say, okay, they want to offload it, they want to reload, or they want to melt it, they will now know what waiting be the content. If federal government property dey inside that time, nobody know waiting dey inside. They don't already pack them. In fact, people will get that kind of bad intention. They know where to go hide that thing for you not to even see it in the first place. So the process, they really need government to do more on, okay, we want to find out. The intelligence should be able to tell us who are the people harboring these people, how can they get them, and don't let them return, let them get punished so that others go learn. And don't punish them without publicity. We do more publicity for politics. Let us publicize this one to let people know, so, okay, these people will cut them and this is what happened to them, so that at least we serve as deterrent to others.
Now, Oga Presido, don't send you involve you for X. He say, I ain't hear this matter, even though in Brazil, they give an update, and you don't hear this one where happen. He now say, he do condemnation, agree them, say, okay, feed. He now can say, they wait for briefing the investigation so that swift action can be taken. I mean, when we say, what do you mean by swift action? Because I've been wondering, what swift action go they take in this kind of situation?
Yes. To ensure that, okay, whatever, they are saying negligence, they are saying, okay, now vandalism.
Are people going to be sacked? Are they going to pump money inside there? Or is it to come back and say money to those people, okay, use it to hold yourself?
That is what we don't know until when they make the action work, you understand? Swift action about swift action. Okay, we want to make sure that, okay, they punish some of those people that are involved. Is for you to identify those people that are vandalizing, or to identify people that are sabotaging the entire process. I mean, among the workers right now, if that na the case, by implication now, economic implication now, they will not work today. They will need to fix that particular piece.
No, for now, they don't even suspend movement
work.
Of that railway.
And you know what we are losing daily? The reason why I'm saying economic implication, what we are losing daily, is because of the amount we are also paying in return. Because na gbese rate track, now we they operate. I remember na Goodluck Jonathan government, now we go borrow money
China, right?
To do, I can't even remember the country now, to go do that project that time. And we were told we need to pay for 20 years. Now, inside the same 20 years that we need to pay, automated payment. You understand? Whether regardless of whatever happened to you, the money will be dropping every month. Inside 9, okay, the other attack will be happening that time. They suspended it for so long.
True.
Now, this time around again. And inside again, they will need to also manage. And for the fact, okay, now government still they manage them too. You know, even me say the require money, we're supposed to they enter this thing. Even though you go do online booking, but trust Nigeria, they can easily manipulate things. We are saying this to make sure for you to know the implication of what really happened, and if now something we won't really take seriously, if now negligence truly from the staff, the person should not be spared. And if now, okay, funders, waiting go be the main solution to this, because we are still projecting to build more rail track. When the one that Buhari government being proposed to build go the Niger Republic is still ongoing. It's an ongoing project. So people will get that lever to say, okay, we want to come and vandalize this one and take some of those iron away. They will still go to that locations if we don't get any serious action against them. So we are waiting for that serious action where Oga Presido being promised.
All right, so we wait for the swift action where Oga Presido say go happen after you don't get the full briefing and get the report of what's happen. Now, moving on now. University teachers, that na ASUU, they joined body yesterday. They decide to do a warning protest. So they shut down academic activities, even affecting ongoing exams in some schools, and say they no go work. Say they just use this one now, one show government a introduction of waiting to expect if the talks where they get tomorrow will be 28 no go according to how they want them to go. So what did they do yesterday? So it's just a warning notice of what to expect. is that premature? That since already they don't shout say they go do them, Nance don't say see waiting them go do this one happen, and government don't say to they go meet tomorrow. Was there any need for them to do what they did yesterday? And do you think say the thing it have impacts like it touch?
You know, it's good. They are trying to get government attention anyway, and they have the right to at least exercise some of these things with them. They do under the law. Say, okay, this thing they pepper us and nobody they listen to us. We need to make 1 or 2 moves to make sure say government listen to us. But unfortunately, you know, most of these protests and strike, if you no get direct impact on waiting government been they do, it they hard for them to pay attention to them. For instance, if to say in a health sector now, they will tell us, oh, people no fit go hospital, the noise go there everywhere. So you now use that one to know, okay, waiting be the top priority of government. And they always talk and say, I not to expect much from the current administration on top of education. Because in the outline of waiting and talk say they won't do, education no dey inside. Maybe subtitle or waiting, then we go find them under. When the entire 7 agenda, hope agenda, renewed hope, whatever, there's no any single place where they put education on top. So based on that, go be like say them to the ride on the people where they there before. As per okay 2009 agreement, they never implement them by now. So some of those lecturers, I think they are really preparing well for this strike. The unfortunate part of it is that it no means say even the day reach, if government no agree for them, if they go on that strike, government may too pay attention to them. Because we witnessed here in FCT Abuja, very close to ASUU Rock, what happened for over 3 months. They were on strike. You understand? So the one we go make the thing fast well now, where government go really pay attention, where they know say na serious headache to them. Now the threat of Nance. Where then talk say, okay, then go make sure say they shut down everywhere. Okay, with that one, it go help.
So if I get you now, just the lecturer saying we're not going to go lecture, they just sit down for their house. They did not shut down anything important. They just go say we not go even come work at all. If you no get impact.
That one a child play now. They are used to it. They are used to it.
But if maybe Nigerians join them, maybe parents come out, like the thing come loud, they can't get solidarity, will it have impact?
Yeah, it go get impact. That's what the attention I'm talking about. If so now to just sit down at home, may no go school. No say the person will won't make that final decisions. Their children know they.
Sure.
Their children know they at home. I can bet if now 100 them be, 99 of them no get picking for those schools. So they don't care. Now poor people, children, now then go still suffer them. So if those complementary actions and no follow, it go hard. The attention no go too there. And so children there at home, some of them will even tell us how that one take affect your salary or whatever. Are you not going out? So they are used to it. And even our academic calendar is almost getting used to it. Say, okay, when we are done with our normal 2 semester, there is ASUU strike semester. So for how long are we going to continue in that regard? And these people are asking for their rights. They are asking for it. The people where then they ask, they know say that they are right. If to say them follow waiting, most of these agreements where then they always sign. Okay, UNESCO talks say 26% of your budget put down for education. If they put them and they release fund for it, most of these requests where them they agitate for demand almost every time, go there. But they have not been consistent about it. Allocation, reach 26% as proposed. We then sign into some of those agreements. Then apart from that, even when you now do allocation, many of them will go and celebrate allocation. Sure. Oh, our president, he love us. He like this sector. He don't allocate so for this. Go and find out, waiting with the level of release. Maybe 10 or 15%. And now 10 or 15%, recurrent expenditure will carry almost 12% or 13 out of it. The remaining 2 now for capital expenditure. And if you go check waiting this with the ask in 2009, now how to improve infrastructure of some of these higher institutions. For instance, at a point, they even talk, say they want council net fund. Hey, they no want make university, they make use of it again. May everybody go, they source money for himself when they try to introduce that tax reforms.
Yes,
You understand?
yes.
Just imagine, enter any higher institution in Nigeria where you no go see the hands of a net fund. No be federal, third fund
yes,
rather.
Yes,
Third fund. No be money of federal government. Now complaints.
Okay,
Percentage where then they bring to take better our education sector. Now as a result of the fruitfulness of ASUU strike too, that led to that they now resolve, okay, they will be collecting some certain percentage from companies, make them put them so that they go use out to develop some of these institutions. Now the one again now, at a point, they were contemplating of even taking third fund away from them. So if you check some of those things, you know to sit down well. When you compare education here to abroad, and you still want to go and compete relatively over there, you know to make sense. So they need to listen to them. If they don't listen to them, now she also intervene like they be tough because now then they suffer am.
But you get this other thing, part of waiting even these lecturers say they don't want. This issue of a loan scheme. The federal government won't give the lecturers a loan scheme. And then they look and say, we are saying do our welfare. Which one you won't give us? We never even get money to chop. You want us make we borrow, I won't pay. Do you think that they should be angry about it or say, now something with government actually they do to help them, giving them this teacher loan scheme, soft loans?
Yeah, if you give soft loans, it shouldn't be something you impose on somebody now. Have you ever seen any financial institution who could say now by fire by force under duress you must collect loan? It shouldn't be. It should be discretionary. Okay, I need this thing, I want to pay back or be deducting it from my salary. Nobody should be imposing anything of such nature on them. Instead, if you ask many of them, it be like say somebody be not even gist me. I remember this statement last week, say, then they hold them a lot of arrears.
Yes.
They no pay them. Instead, they now carry loan.
Yes.
May they come give them.
Yes.
So why can't you use the same loan to pay the arrears? Maybe at least some of them will use it to start some certain things. For instance, because government cannot be able to fulfill the own part of the deal, say, oh, you engage these people, you need to do the needful to pay them well as expected and timely. Many of them, they embark in many extra curriculum activities where no join their work at all. So if you are now saying, okay, they should go and collect loan to do what? To pay their children's school fees that you have increased. To pay subsidy where you come out on top of fuel matter and some other things like that. It's a layman economist will tell you, say, okay, the more you start consuming, there's no way of producing. Now, it's amount to nothing. And there's a civil service rule that says they must not even do any other thing apart from what you give them to do.
Yes.
With 70,000 naira minimum wage, you are now giving them loan. How do they pay back? What it means is that if they spend that money again, if they don't spend it wisely, the rule itself does not even allow them to spend it wisely. The wise way of the better way of spending that kind of money is okay, you use that invest on something, maybe you have little business, you are getting more money out of it and stuff. But civil service rule talk say make you no work. Apart from the work where they give you, make you focus your attention on it.
From their salary.
You understand? If you are now removing it from salary where no day enough before,
yes.
And maybe some of them don't do like spending, don't spend the money because the rule, if they want to follow the rule, we engage them. Talk say make they no do any other business, and you won't give them loan to do what? If na school fee then use that money pay, you know say na gbese on top of their head. If na transport, we know they do them before them. So I have enough now. Let me transport. Oh, some of them we know they even carry car go office again. Oh, now that I got loan, let me buy. That you are giving them liability because there's no knowledge of how they can multiply that money you are giving to them. So don't impose loan on them. Let them be the one to even approach you. Say, Oga, I need loan. Give it to me.
Hey. Make them be the one to approach for the loan. Make government not just give them loan. Anyway, today, still day. We go hear the one we go down today, and we're going to wait tomorrow for the meeting where these lecturers get with Ogbonge government. And we will definitely bring you all of the updates inside Naija for On Top CHRICED Radio and TV. Now, moving on, Osun State government don't come look say to. They don't use council of traditional rulers. They don't use lawyer. Even a Nigeria Bar Association don't put mouth. No any answer to. They don't finally, through the use of their lawyer, can't drag Ogbonge government go to Supreme Court. Say make Supreme Court force the government to release their local government allocation to them. What do we say about this?
Sincerely speaking, one of the reasons why no matter any shege, whether promo or latest or whatever shege way politicians they face,
yes, you know
they had me to pity them. And this is one of the reasons. And I will explain. You need to see the backlash then when Obasanjo to do this kind of thing to Tinubu government when he was a governor in Lagos State. He did that time too. Waiting be the offense when he commit. He talks say the local government way day.
Yes.
He know they enough for Lagos. He can't create more then. Now Obasanjo to say, I know they pay una. And they always brag am. If you remember the last time when they talk of when they accuse him say he want to turn Nigeria to one party system.
Yes.
He say when Obasanjo government they give am shege that time. Nobody talk about him. Now only him be the one man standing way they in opposition. It was in AD then. You understand? Say Obasanjo dey PDP in dey AD. You know they release money for him. You know they do so many things for Lagos and they still survive him. You understand? Now, this is almost the same thing now that he was condemning that he's also doing now to Osun State. The reason why I tell you, say, anything where they do politician, don't be emotional about it. Because them too, when they get the opportunity, they even do the worst. That is what we are seeing right now. For instance, the governor and the entire state don't already make every single move that they can make. NBA been talk and say this thing no too make sense. Many senior advocates of Nigeria be don't condemn and say you can't just stop these people's salary because court no talk say waiting they do no legit. You understand? You can't stop their allocation. The same government will talk say they must give these people their financial autonomy. I mean local government. Till today they don't do anything about them. At a point after making several moves where government not listen to them, they went to the same Supreme Court. Do you know, based on intervention, also, okay, we don't need to go and do this thing in court. Let us settle it amicably and let us apply political solution to it. They went back again to go withdraw that case in court. This time around, unfortunately for them, maybe they don't start the process since that time. They still went to go and withdraw the case for Supreme Court. Now, as they don't do almost everything again, now where the thing no agree work, they now went back to the Supreme Court. Unfortunately, you know the legal process, you know the timing, and for them, since March, they've stopped allocation to Osun State. 30 local government since March this year.
So how are they surviving?
So 6 months after, the governor may have to explain how are they surviving. But the only simple answer I can give to that is that most of the capital projects will be suspended to be able to meet up with recurrent expenditure.
Yeah, because they actually say they pay salary.
You understand?
Implication.
Many projects that they're supposed to do, they will not be able to do that.
I heard stuff like that.
So if that's not the case, who is missing right now? Now, probably they still they suffer because if you check the percentage of people where they are Osun State, how many of them are civil servants? So the best way you can benefit from government is when you enjoy dividends of democracy. So if payment of salary will not allow others to enjoy dividends of democracy, what happens? Eventually, when they release this money now, it may be during election period and it will be diverted to something else. Where is the monitoring and evaluation mechanisms? You understand? Yeah. So it's not too fair to Osun people right now, and it's pure politics. And it's not supposed to be like that. Now, the reason why we are now still appealing to the federal government and Tinubu government that they need to do the needful to make sure say these people get their money, regardless of any politics they are playing right now.
But what was supposed to say, you should have waited, make president come back, then maybe make an appeal to him first again. If no anything, because truly, do we really know whether the president even they are aware, say this thing they happen? As now Attorney General, the thing accountant, Attorney General, the Ministry of Finance, he might not know. That's why he shared the work.
Who owes them? Who is their employer? What's the body language of the employer?
They no carry
he share work to them. Can they dare? Can they dare? For instance, now, Tinubu's cousin in Osun State is Oyetola. Can they dare tamper with him or touch anything against him if governor, president, no one may happen in his absence or in his presence? That's number one. If you hear for news, say, oh, they don't enter Supreme Court, legal process. It's not that same day you hear them for news. Then start the process. Probably the Mr. President was around when they even started the litigation process. Don't forget, he visited him in Aso Rock lately.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
after that meeting, there was no any fruitfulness about the meeting. That was why they now said, okay, if that's not the case, we have to follow legal means, which is best for them because they've already explored every other means in no green work.
They don't explore every other means in no green work. Who knows waiting and waiting they don't do. But they don't already carry the matter go for Supreme Court. We're going to wait to see waiting go they done and how the matter go to go. We really hope that they will feel settle this matter so that some good things go also benefit the people of Osun State. Now, before we go close mouth on top of the show, yesterday, news come out, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, after their NEC meeting, the National Executive Council meeting, can't decide to the tickets of the presidential for 2027 upcoming election made a zona to south area, meaning make any person for north no try contest for the presidential candidacy, make only southern people do am. The thing that don't dey cause reactions. Arewa Consultative Forum, some Arewa Youth Group, and the place is shine in the north. No be small para. Some they say, Kai say not good. Like he say they get some northern people where get the qualification to do this. Now they don't automatic push them so go one side. Then some other ones they talk say, hey, not be bad idea. Say they stand by the idea, Middle Belt Forum, some groups, Professor Jerry Ghana, Oga Bukola Saraki, they say they stand by the idea. Other ones talk say, this thing where they do so, they have automatic give President Bola Ahmed Tinubu win for 2027. What do you have to say about the different reactions to this?
Yeah, it is normal to get different reaction because politics is not a game of interest. So then go they react based on how the interest be. Some people will they talk, say, okay, for the first time, PDP don't let their lesson in a hard way.
Bro.
You understand? And they are regretting the fact that they no carry the zoning go south in 2023. And the same way it happened in 2015 too. So if that's not the case, I think it's not a bad idea to me personally, but to politicians where they react, say, make sense. They know what it means. Say all of them, they always wait to join the queue. Before you go reach us again, maybe in 2031, before you go to say you come to this particular side, and they know what it means. At that point, you know what you need to invest for you to remain relevant for 8 years in Nigeria. Because they invest more. Then they always appeal, they are talking about me. Waiting newspaper, they talk today about me. You understand? They flip or they say, that's nice. So if they are not relevant, and that relevance they're talking about is not, it's not, you have to pay. You have to pay for it. It's not by paying a newspaper to come and put your story. Some things where you be they make, the move where you be they make, whether on a negative or on a positive note, where make that noise, they happen. You have to invest.
So substance have to leave you.
You understand? So if you are now saying, before you can reach my turn now this time around, I'm not talking about that one candidate who go even do the contest. My turn I'm talking about is, how things they work for Nigeria. All this nepotism where then they always accuse us of and stuff. If my person did there, many of my persons go follow, enter Abuja, enter Aso Rock. Depending on the tribe of person will be there for Aso Rock, depending on the fresh faces where you go they see, they look for houses in Abuja. So that kind of mentality, it did there. Anybody that's not showing that kind of mentality, go to make sense to them because they feel like, I'm part of this party, the situation get as it be. But waiting be the overall interest. If you do your permutation, how now want to take win election first. And now waiting, they know they prioritize with this. Why then they always get an error? If you say, okay, regardless, let my party win first. Now waiting to know Buhari been do. He say, I don't come out subsidy from PIA, but I want to make my party win.
Yes.
May them suspend the implementation for 18 good months. You understand? And eventually come out to talk and through Garuba Shehu say, I wanted Tinubu to win. I wanted APC to win. And the reason why I no implement subsidy. Even though we are not encouraging that, because it no really show say you have the interest of your nation at hand. Just because of say your party must win and your candidate must win. It no make sense. But these are the kind of situation where they for grant. We don't talk yesterday about why they needed that zoning.
Yes.
And they know because they have this impression, say, South must finish 8 years. In an ideal situation, we're not supposed to talk about them.
Exactly.
In fact, if somebody no perform well, we should have a system where we even come out in 2 years, not to even finish that first 4 years. We should have a system to get rid of that kind of person. But unfortunately, now the situation where we find ourselves with that,
but somebody like one Jembody now of this Arewa group stock say very vital northern votes will be lost with this zoning. Say some northern people no go vote say they no go vote for them because they feel say they not allow their own person, they not give them free ground for everybody to contract.
Now,
do you agree or not?
I may not agree. They will say that. I may not agree.
So it means say the North go still come they vote South people when they don't get their person.
This bandwagon effect will come to play. It will come to play. It depends on who they are negotiating with. You understand? For instance, if APC don't already settle, from their body language, they want to feature Oga Presido back. Yes. If PDP is going to the South, you understand? So tell me how many of those parties that we have right now, maybe ADC, right?
Okay, what if ADC bring a North
person? If ADC bring a North person,
yes,
you now be doing the calculation plus and minus of, who will now be able, the ADC, they also need 25% in each of the states, at least maybe 2/3 of each of those states. You understand? So whoever APC is bringing from the North to may want to lead by number, but they may not be able to win some of those states in those locations. It may also be an issue. You understand? It's not bad for them to take that risk. It's even good for us to have strong competition.
I want to ask now, but that say, yes, if they look zoning, South do 8 years, North do 8 years, and 10. But again, the lay country people, you know, we dey very tribalistic for this place. You get? Would they be looking, say, South do 8 years? No, would they not be looking, say, our person, we not see name of our person there? You notice say such a thing go come up, say that they expect, say, oh, as Tinubu dey there, make we dey see Abdullahi. So the next thing, maybe we see Tinubu, we see Makinde, we see Obi, maybe we see Amechi or something. We not see any Abubakar, we not see any Abdullahi. You not think say that thing go come. The North people will not think, they want to Southernize the country.
It is what they already know that probably is the turn of the South. Based on, say, this 8 years arrangement. That's number one. Then apart from that, the politicians understand this game. They may take that risk. It may work for them. We can't say, it's a must because it's not written anywhere. They call it gentleman arrangement. So it's not written anywhere. For instance, now, when the Obasanjo been advised, say, Muslim ticket, go make APC lose election. They listen to his advice. Tinubu came on board. He said, I know they do that kind of thing. I go carry Shetima. He won the election. You understand? So they too may try their luck. It's a matter of, to even now convince Nigeria, say all these things, when they even talk, it be like saying a fiction, even they anywhere. They can try their luck. But the reality where they for ground right now, especially even for the people of the North, politicians know the way they always target them. They will not target, for instance now, they will not target the people who won't go even cast that vote that day. They will choose to target their religious leaders. They will choose to target their political leaders who then they listen to. They will choose to target their father in each family. So whatever these people say likely may be the higher pattern of voting where we go record in that particular location. And if they work for them, then they always boast about and say, you need religious leaders, you need traditional leaders, you need strong politicians to work for you in the North. These people will now appeal through each family's father. Mostly, now waiting the head of the family they talk, now others they follow. The moment you finalize some of these things you're talking about, if they agree, say we dey ready to follow any candidate. Now so the bandwagon go really happen. Only when they no agree now, and they have this impression, say we get the number in the North, we no get the South and no get the number. So now where the thing go dey highly competitive be that, and I even want it to happen in that way.
Because that's why I even still want to ask. Like you talk now with all this one, they talk, but with the reality, maybe reality, no, they affect us for Nigeria. People not go look say we are hungry. We have tried this person. We have tried. They will no longer vote.
No, our mumu never done. So we know they look that one. Our mumu never done for any reality. If our mumu done for any reality, I was shocked how Buhari won election in 2019. Based on waiting Nigeria be witness for 4 years. You understand? I did more shocked when APC now return in 2023. So our mumu never done. I'm not saying this to say maybe PDP, maybe the Messiah will go free return.
Nigerians, this where they come from. They will tell you, say their votes did not count. Is it about our mumu number, or like you always talk, the system be the problem?
No join.
Really go.
No join. You know what? You know what? If you want this thing to really work the way it's expected, and everybody they ready, mumu join in the sense that voter parties they there.
Sure.
Mumu join in the sense that we still get records of many people vote buying had serious influence in what transpired. If you don't collect money, you go defend your vote. But they don't already use that money to block your mouth. Regardless, and Mumu never done to an extent that every single agent, including core members, were paid. Mumu don't done with that. He never done.
But the reports, this one, a person very close to me.
So whatever technical it is, or whatever you were talking about, Mumu join.
Reports that some people, it was you have voted that they will give you money. Say you will not even know. Somebody told me, say, he not even know say that they even give money. He just not say, person just wrong, contact pam. We are saying, so person you vote, collect your own. He did not even know they were sharing. He was not even interested.
You know what that one means? That one will now go and do campaign for others. Una say una no one vote. I just collect 5,000 naira. Who give you? The candidate of so person. They know what they are doing. Our mumu never done.
Thank you so much, Kolawole. In conclusion for today, as we close the show, please.
In conclusion is that if we really want to do the right thing and we want the right candidate to be there, we need to really pay attention to what we are doing. There's no way you will tell me that everybody is not contributing for the rotten system we have in this country as we speak right now. And I will tell you why. If you see a politician will come around you and he just greets you normal, you ask him critical questions, he answer you. If they go, you say goodbye, sir. In fact, now you still offer him water, may he drink, and he leave that spot. You no expect anything from him, and him too no ready to give you anything. We don't start to fix the system small. If I want to at least pity politicians small as we speak right now, I no go lie you. I dey always make Timi Agbaje in Lagos witness this thing time without number. Any candidate wey show face in any gathering wey no wet ground, they will insult and say this one never even start.
True.
The same people wey talk say this one never even start. When he come eventually emerge winner, maybe he don wet ground, they don't vote am. Now then go see the insult and say in government no dey perform. Meanwhile, he needed to recover from all the losses. Every single place where these people they go, they are spending. Now the reason why Udu may be talk say true politicians they thief money, but they are thieving it on behalf of Nigerians. So we never let everybody do the right thing, and we'll get a strong system in place to fix this country.
Bam. Thank you so much, Kolawole Omoni. Like you don't hear everybody do the right thing, and we'll get strong system to fix this country. Thank you so much, sir, for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
And for you, our wonderful viewers and our listeners, thank you so much. Say you tanda gidigam with us to enjoy this program. Tomorrow will be another beautiful day for another beautiful set of big stories. Them will come your way. Until then, continue to follow us on top all of our social media platforms. We dey X, we dey Instagram, we dey Facebook, we dey YouTube, and we dey every other platform where you sabi at CHRICED Radio TV. And our website na www.chricedradiotv.com. Enjoy us, be with us, subscribe to our channels, like us, drop your comments, and your own no go lost. Till we come your way again. My name na Princess Aniana. Good morning and enjoy the rest of the day.